Hi all, I will show how to install SQL Server 2012. Actually, I have this version in my computer. So I will show how we can install SQL Server in step-by-step process. First, we need to download it from either from torrent or from any other sources. You can. So I have already copied this SQL Server 2012 into my local system. Uh, After copying it into my local system, I'm just clicking on the setup button. Installing SQL Server is very straightforward process. We can use next button. There is no much. It is very easier process. It will take some time based on your system configurations. If you have a high-end system, high-end laptop, so it will you can install it in very fast. So after clicking on next there, I'm able to get this window. Here we need to click on this uh, installation, and after clicking on installation we will get some another options. So here we need to click on this new SQL Server standalone installation. After clicking here, it will ask for there will be some pop-up to come. It will ask for next button. We need to click next. Here if you have any key, we can give that key. So I'm going through evaluation nation. So what will happen is I have installing it on 2021, right? So it will we can use this SQL Server installation for 1 year for free. So after 1 year, we need to uninstall existing SQL Server and we can install new SQL Server. If you have found any product key, so we can no need to install it after 1 year. So we can continue with as one-time installation. If you have a product key, you can search in the Google. There may be product keys available. You can get it from Google. So here we need to check all. We should accept all the terms and conditions of the Microsoft. Then only we can install this SQL Server. Here, what the installation wizard downloads some support files from the internet. If your system is connected to the internet, then it will automatically download the supporting files from the internet. If not, uh, the installation process will continue. Later at some point of time, your system will connect to internet, right? Then it will download all the supporting files at that time. If that supporting files are really required for doing this installation, then your installation may get failed. Okay, it will take some time, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Maybe if you want to install later recent versions of the SQL Server, the process will be same across all the versions of the SQL Server. So you can, with the reference of this video, you can install the later versions of the SQL Server also. First, that step took around 8 minutes. So what I did is I have paused the recording and I have restarted the recording. Now I am just clicking on the next. So here I'm checking SQL Server feature installation, which will cover SQL Server database engine services and analysis, reporting services, and integration services. But now, as we are learning SQL Server development activities only, so which covers in SQL Server database engine services, analysis, reporting service, integration service, all those are comes under MSPA technologies. So I'm selected SQL Server feature installation and I'm clicking on next. So here we need to click on the select all so that it will select all the features of the SQL Server default features. So after clicking on select all, I am clicking on next. Next. So here we can specify the instance of the SQL Server. So if we by default here it asks for two options. One is default instance and name instance. If you want any specific name for your SQL Server, we can provide that name so that it will create the SQL Server instance with that name. So I'm going with default instance for now, and I'm clicking on next. And here it will show us the requirement disk storage requirements for installation of the SQL Server. I'm clicking on next. It shows us some server configuration. I will go with the default configurations. Here, this is the important thing we need to notice. So for SQL Server, to log in into SQL Server, there are two types of authentication. So how if you go to if you switch on your laptop or PC, first it will ask for username and password, right? So by providing username and password, we can able to log into the our PCR system. Why we have means to to provide security or means for my system, I need to restrict others to logging into my system. We have used that security uh, thing, right? Username and password. For here also for SQL Server, Windows Server authentication and mixed mode authentication. These are the default options given by the SQL Server. So here, if you check with Windows authentication, to log in into Microsoft SQL Server, it will by default it will take the Windows login username and password, and with that username and password, it will allow user to connect to the SQL Server. So if for mixed mode authentication, it will for mixed mode authentication, the user can log in with the Windows authentication and as well as SQL Server authentication. What is SQL Server authentication means? Uh, Here we need to give some password and we need to confirm that password, and the username will be SCA. So here I am giving some password. Or else we can add current user also. So if you select mixed mode authentication, that means we can either use Windows authentication to log into the server, or we can go with the SQL Server authentication by providing the username as SCA and the password as the password which I have given in this window of this test box. And for administration user, I have selected as current user. So for it is asking for analysis services, who is the administrator. So for this also I am using current user. So I'm clicking on next. Add current user. Next. Next. If you want to send any SQL Server bugs or any other reports to the Microsoft, we can check this box. So I am checking as I need to send the error report so that Microsoft people will work on those errors and they will try to improve the SQL Server by with the bugs which we sent. So I'm clicking on next. So here I am getting some failed, right? So I'm unable to go to the next button. So here I'm past the recording and I will uh, try to resolve that failed cases. So here I am getting this error. I'm searching how to resolve this error. Actually, what happened is I have uninstalled the previous version of my SQL Server, but as in the process of uninstallation, what happened is the reporting services database which are already in the database already existed in the as part of my previous installation. So while installation, those databases are not deleted. So that is the reason why I'm getting this error. So what I did is I need to go to that previous installation folder and I need to remove or delete those folders or the databases which is related to these reporting services so that I will resolve this error. I will show how to go to that the previous installation and what is the path of that installation and how I'm going to release this bug. So this is the path where my old installation related databases are exist. So I came to this path, and I am deleting these old report server related databases and old installation related databases. Okay. So it is asking for administration permission. So I am administration of my system. I am the administrator. So I have deleted all the old database related things. So and I will try to rerun this step again. So now this step has passed. So I'm clicking on next, and I'm clicking on install. So this process will take I think 10 to 15 minutes. So again I'm passing the recording. After installation, I will begin this recording. So it took around half an hour to complete the process of installation. Now you are able to see, right, the installation process is completed. Now we will check once the installation is done or not by opening SSMS, which is SQL Server Management Studio. You can open it from here, from run command. If you go and type SSMS in run, SSMS in run, and click on enter, so that SSMS will open. If your SQL Server is installed perfectly, then no issues, your SSMS will open. So now I'm able to see the installed SQL Server in my PC. Let it be open. So I will check by connecting to the my SQL Server. So here I said, right, we can, by checking the mixed mode authentication, we'll able to log into the server by using these Windows and SQL Server. If you, so there I have checked mixed mode authentication. If you check only mix Windows authentication, there you will not get the SQL Server authentication to connect to the server. So here I'm using my Windows authentication, and this is my server name. I will click on connect. So here also I'm getting another issue. Uh, I'm unable to connect to the server. I'll let it. I will fix this issue also. Uh, I think this is due to some service remote connection. Uh, I think this is due to service. These SQL Server services are not automatically started with the Windows. So I will start the service, SQL service, so that I will able to connect to the SQL Server after starting my SQL Server services from service.ms. So here, let me check once that SQL Server service is turned off. I think by default it should be turned on, but I am not. I don't know if it is turned on or turned off. So let me go to the SQL Server services. Okay. Yes, here the SQL service is already started. This is started. This is started. Click on restart. Okay, let me check now. Restarting that. Yes. Let me check again. Okay, I think I need to restart my mission after installing the SQL Server. So I will check by restarting the SQL Server, and uh, I will post in the comment section whether I am able to connect to the server or not. If the issue is still persist, I will fix that issue, and I will make another video how I resolve that issue. So thank you everyone. Bye.